Hello, this is the demonstration video for my NLP individual assignment, MaSePi, මහජන design. So this is an offline Sinhala language chatbot for Sri Lankan government document services. I will show the system running completely offline using Ollama and Streamlit. Let's begin. So first I will prove the system runs with no internet. So you can see I have disconnected Wi-Fi from the taskbar. Now the network is completely off. If I try to open Google in the browser, see, it fails. It fails to load. There is no internet connection on this machine. Everything you are about to see runs entirely local. So now I will open the terminal. Let's close this terminal. I will open a new terminal. I will run the command Ollama list. Ollama list. So yeah, if we run Ollama list, yeah, I'm running Ollama list, and this shows all language models installed locally on this machine. So you can see LLaMA 3.1 is and Mistral, they both are installed locally. So LLaMA 3.1 is a large language model that powers MaSePi. Well, Mistral is the backup. So both of them are stored on this machine, not on any cloud server. So now I will run Ollama serve. To start the local Ollama runtime, it is now listening to, as you can see, localhost port 11434. This is a local HTTP server running entirely on this machine. No data ever leaves this computer. So here's my project folder. Moving on to my project folder. This system builds from main 5 Python modules. Topic detector.py. Here's my topic detector.py. Retriever.py, which loads the local knowledge files. This is the rack component. So then I have prompt builder.py. It constructs the structured prompt. And then we have Ollama client.py, manages communication with Ollama server. And we have app.py, the main Streamlit interface. And topic detector.py handles intent classification. So then we have this knowledge folder. Inside this knowledge folder, I have 4 plain text files: birth certificate.txt, driving license.txt, nic.txt, passport.txt. These are the only data sources that this chatbot uses. MaSePi uses only these 4 data sources, no internet and no external databases. So now let's launch the app. I'm gonna open new terminal. Okay. And let's run streamlit run app.py. Here you can see MaSePi, our මහජන සේවය පිණිසයි chatbot. You can see the welcome message, the greeting message is displayed in Sinhala. You can see the MaSePi interface with the sidebar showing Ollama is active, Sakriya, and the model is ready. So I will demonstrate 5 conversations, like 5 or 4 conversations, and one for each domain the chatbot covers, plus 1 out of scope test. Hopefully it will work. Let's see. So starting with NIC. Let's see. I want to edit the details on my NIC. So what are the documentations I need? Let's see. MaSePi is thinking. Meanwhile, you can see that this is the main 4 domains that MaSePi is replying: NIC, passport, driving license, or birth certificates. you can ask questions related to those fields. Meanwhile, you can see that the bot is running, MaSePi is running totally offline. MaSePi is thinking quite a lot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we see like what are the details, what are the things that we need to, documentations that we need if we are going to edit our NICs. Details of information on our NIC. Let's move to another testing. I need to get a new driving license. So what are the documentations I need for that? Let's see. MaSePi is thinking about it as well. Here you can see this small blue tag here. You can the domain, the specific domain the question is related to. So first I ask first from NIC domain, and the MaSePi is able to pick up the topic. What domain is he or she is asking questions about. So in here MaSePi has detected that this is Retrieval-Augmented driving license domain. So to take a new driving license, I need NIC, my birth certificates and aptitude medical certificates and some receipts. So moving on to another domain. I need to know what is the validity, how much passport is valid, how much the time duration. MaSePi is thinking about that. Yeah, MaSePi is replying that it's valid for 10 years. If you took passport this year, it valids for 10 years. And yeah, let's go to domain of birth certificates. If a child is born on a hospital, like there are kids born in home and hospitals, either. So let's assume that a kid is born in hospitals, and to get the kid registered, what are the documentations we need? So here it's different, totally different. If your kid is born at home, the documentations are different. If your kid is born at hospital, the documentations are different. So let's see what are the documentations we need to get the kid registered if he or she is born at hospital. Yeah, here MaSePi says that the necessary documents we should bring to get the infant registered. So let's final test. Let's finally test our out of scope test. Yeah, let's try this. I need to go for America. So can I make a visa? How to make a visa? Something like that. So this is supposed to be out of scope question for MaSePi. Hopefully MaSePi will reply suitably. suitably. So let's see. Yeah. So this is an important test, but my system, I found here you can see there's a flaw in my system. Like I asked about getting US visa, which is completely outside the chatbot's domain, but the system doesn't correctly respond. Unfortunately, the system doesn't correctly respond because previously MaSePi used to respond that this is out of scope question and I'm unable to answer. But now MaSePi is generating something like you can make a visa for America, and I don't know why he's doing that, but for some reason MaSePi is telling like that. But it's supposed to be out of scope question, and yeah, that's a flaw of my system. So you can see the full conversation history is maintained throughout the session. This is implemented using Streamlit session state. All messages processed across page interactions. In here, the clear chat button resets both the display history and the Ollama message history. So in a minute, you can see the session is now. The session is now fresh. So finally, notice the Wi-Fi is still disconnected in the taskbar. The chatbot ran all 5 or 6 conversations, retrieved knowledge, generated single responses, and maintained chat history, all without any internet connection. Ollama, LLaMA 3.1, the knowledge files, and the Streamlit interface all ran locally on this single machine. So this concludes the demonstration of MaSePi, an offline Sinhala language chatbot for Sri Lankan government services, built using LLaMA 3.1, RAG-based retrieval and Streamlit. Thank you.